and subscribe.
Welcome to another chilling episode of Podbite. We deliver bite-sized summaries of the most popular YouTube podcasts. Today, I'm going to share with you the scariest case I've ever worked on. A case that still sends shivers down my spine whenever I think about it. This isn't a story for the faint-hearted. So, if you're ready, dim the lights and let's step into the unknown. This case took place in a quiet, almost forgotten town where an elderly woman was living alone with her two grandchildren. For years, she had reported strange occurrences in her house. But it wasn't until her grandson ventured to the abandoned upper floor that things took a terrifying turn. The grandmother had always warned the children to stay away from the upper floor. It had been sealed off since her son and daughter-in-law mysteriously died in 2015. But one day, her grandson, curious and eager to capture a ghostly figure for his YouTube channel, decided to go up there, alone. The moment he stepped onto the dusty old floorboards, he felt a heavy, suffocating atmosphere wrap around him. He started recording, but the temperature dropped suddenly. He swore he heard the soft, eerie giggle of a child. And then, he saw it. A dark, tall figure lurking in the shadows, watching him. Slowly, it began moving toward him. He panicked. He tried to run, but before he could reach the stairs, something unseen, pushed him. He tumbled down the stairs, injuring his leg. As he lay at the bottom, gasping for breath, he swore he heard footsteps walking away. The grandmother was convinced this wasn't just an accident. She believed that a malevolent spirit had killed her son and daughter-in-law, and now it was coming for her grandchildren. The family had witnessed other disturbing phenomena too. Sightings of a woman in a red sari jumping off the terrace, stones mysteriously striking their windows, and an overwhelming feeling of heaviness in the house, particularly in the dead of night. The old woman's fear was growing. She needed help, so she reached out to me, a paranormal investigator. My team and I arrived, equipped with scientific tools and, of course, an open mind. Despite the sinister energy we felt upon entering the house, I remained skeptical. I believed there had to be a rational explanation, but my psychic colleague had a different feeling. She sensed something dark, something old and tormented. She claimed to feel the presence of a woman who had been physically abused, and she believed this spirit might be responsible for the strange happenings. I was still doubtful, but things were about to get very real, very fast. We decided to conduct a paranormal lockdown, sealing ourselves inside the house overnight to communicate with the spirit and gather evidence. EMF detectors were lighting up erratically, confirming the presence of something or someone. Spirits often use energy to manifest, and in this house there was no shortage of eerie energy. Suddenly, a child's doll, which had been lying untouched on the floor, lit up. It was giving off electromagnetic radiation, yet it had no batteries, no wiring. Then one of our crew members began coughing uncontrollably. He clutched his throat, gasping for air. I knew right then that the spirit had latched onto him. I had to act fast. I turned my focus to the doll, hoping to provoke the spirit to release its grip on my team. As I did, something extraordinary happened. The EMF detector surged, and the temperature plummeted. We were no longer alone. At that moment, I felt something cold brush against my arm, and then one of my team members screamed. He had been physically pulled by an unseen force, hard enough to leave 5 burn-like marks on his leg. We were terrified, on the verge of abandoning the investigation, but I knew we had to stay. We had to help this family, especially the children, who were in danger. We turned off all the lights, leaving just one night vision camera running. I began asking questions, hoping for a response. And we got one. A voice, soft, sad, came through. A woman. She had been trapped there for over 50 years. She wanted to leave but couldn't. When I asked if she knew she was dead, the entire room went silent. And then, just like that, everything stopped. We didn't hear or see anything else for the rest of the night. But the most unsettling moment came during the review of the footage. As we examined the video from that night, we saw it. A white figure emerging from the cupboard for just a few frames. It wasn't a trick of the light. It wasn't a reflection. It was her. Sometimes the dead have unfinished business, and sometimes they need a little help finding peace. But not all spirits are harmless. Well, some want more than closure. Stay safe out there. You never know what might be watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more chilling investigations. Until next time, stay curious and stay cautious.